No matter how you travel, it's good to have a plan. Some people plan every minute. No sleep, bus, museum, another museum. While others only plan to take it day by day. When it comes to your finances, a plan is just as important. You can count on Credit Karma to give you the insights you need to understand your options so you can take charge of your financial path and find your way to money. Explore how you can make financial progress with confidence today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Are you looking for a new job or want a career change? Look no further than Monster.com. Need a little help standing out? Our expert resume writing services will make sure you shine. Want to brush up on your interview skills? Engage with our AI interview prep tool. Want some advice on negotiating your new salary? Visit our salary tools and extensive library of career advice articles, and you'll have all the tips and tricks you'll need to succeed. Visit Monster.com today and take the first step towards your career. Monster.com. Find your right job fit.
Welcome, everybody, to When Reality Hits with Jax and Brittany. We are so excited because we have a couple on today that we've actually talked about you guys a couple times on the podcast already, actually. But it is 90 Day Fiancés, Loren and Alex. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
Hello. We are so excited to have you all. We are huge fans of 90 Day Fiancé. It's one of the only reality shows that we actually really love, meaning because, you know, when you do it, it's hard kind of to watch reality shows because you know how they work and everything.
Yeah, the last thing I really want to do is watch reality TV when you're on reality TV, you know, and I don't watch myself on TV ever, so we just enjoy watching you guys. I feel like you're out of all the 90 day couples, I think we relate to you the most. We've met a few people and they're all very nice, but I think we relate to you guys most, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that you guys just from the get-go, like, you could tell that you guys were really in love. And I think that's the difference with a lot of the couples on 90 Day Fiancé.
I'm skeptical of that show. I'm skeptical. I think now it's a lot different than it used to be. I think now people are doing it just to be on TV, personally. I think because I think it's when it started, I think it was real. But now I think it's gotten to the point where it's like, oh, here's a way to get on TV. It's kind of like the Bachelor. Oh, here's a way to build my social media. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like the next biggest influencer.
It's funny that you mentioned that you don't watch yourself on TV because we are actually the same thing.
No.
But that was my first rule going into this, and I told Loren, like, we will never watch ourselves, and we don't want it to affect us, and we don't want to overthink shit after that.
The overthinking is the worst for a reality TV people, you know? I feel like that's the worst part for me.
We all relate to each other. Maybe that's why we all relate to each other, because we don't watch ourselves, but we watch each other. Like, you guys watched you guys.
Yeah. I've tried, like, obviously with the podcast, we dive into some old episodes, and I'm like, I literally have to have a case of beer or a couple shots of vodka or whatever just to get a scene. I'm like, I can't watch this. I just can't. Like, I cringe at myself, especially the earlier days.
Yes.
I cringe, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do it. And I make it very known that I don't watch it. Even when I do talk shows and stuff like that, they're like, you got to make sure you watch the episode. I'm like, okay, I will. And then they'll get on. They're like, did you watch it? I'm like, no. No, you guys can just fill me in. I lived it. I don't feel like I need to watch it. I already lived it. So I know it's what I did. So anyway,
you know what you did.
I know what I did.
I was
watch ourselves from like the first episodes.
No.
About it,
I was like the villain. I was like the character.
The villain? I didn't know you were the
Jax was the villain. I was the villain. Everybody is a character, and everybody needs to hate on somebody. But now look at us, right? We have beautiful families. We have amazing spouses, and like kudos to us.
Right.
We're thriving.
And also, you look amazing, Loren. You look absolutely incredible. Congrats on the new baby girl. She is so cute. I'm so happy for you guys. I was actually watching some of your spinoff show today to like kind of refresh my memory on everything. And I was texting Loren. I was cracking up because, Alex, you were like, I saw a lot of things in the hospital. And it just like cracked me up when you were talking about your birth. And I thought it was so cute and so real.
During the C-section, so we've progressed over each C-section, and the very first one, Alex, he was filming it on his phone, and I was like, just talk to me, tell me I'm going to be okay. And he literally looked at me and goes, shh, I'm watching. And
You're very brave.
That is hilarious.
I had to make sure all the doctors, doing everything right and taking care of her. And everything looks good to me.
Oh, I know. I was the same way. We had our baby during COVID, and it was my mother-in-law and I were the only ones allowed in the room. And I brought an iPad. I had an iPad set up, an iPhone. I mean, I got in there. I got into her goods. I was watching. I'm watching. The doctor's like, "Oh, here we go," and I'm lifting up her leg, and I was into it.
He was off count with the nurse, like driving me insane.
She's screaming at me. She's like, "You're not counting at the same time as the nurse is counting," and I'm like, "Oh God."
It was insane. So I want to take our listeners back really fast in case they don't watch 90 Day Fiancé, if they live under a rock and don't watch it, because we love that show. I don't know what you're thinking if you don't watch it. I want to take everybody back and get the story of how you guys met.
Oh. This is my favorite story. So I'll take this one. So we actually met on a birthright trip. It's a trip to Israel for Jewish people, and I went on birthright, and I was not supposed to be on that trip. I got moved onto it 5 days before, and I have a horrible fear of flying. And I get off the plane, and I'm like, woo, living my best life. And Alex is standing there with like his uniform and a hat, and I was like, who are you? And like, I looked at him, and I was like, are you our medic? And because every birthright trip has a medic or a security guard.
Yeah.
Definitely not much of a medic on that trip towards me. But I was like, this is going to be such an amazing trip. And like, I was like, you're so hot. And so I get on the bus, and my co-staff, Skylar, who I kind of give him props for introducing us because he pushed for me to be on that trip. He sat down and he was like, he's got a girlfriend, like, don't even try. And I looked at Alex and I was like, you have a girlfriend? He was like, nope. And that was it. And it was not supposed to be what it is now. It was supposed to be a hookup. But here we are 10 years later.
Wow.
Kind of same.
Yeah. I want people to visualize.
Yeah. I was laughing because you're like, whenever I was watching the show earlier today, you were talking about it was just a hookup, and now we are married with 3 kids.
We're together 10 years this year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Medics with girlfriends are accepted to go do birthright trips, basically.
Yeah, I got a couple of buddies that have done birthrights. They have the best time. I've had a couple of buddies that have done the birthright thing, and it seems like a really fun trip. I mean, like they go and party.
It was a fun trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we love you guys, and your family is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Want to know, how do you get started on a show like 90 Day Fiancé? Like, how did that come about for you guys specifically?
I wrote to them. So this is obviously years ago, and it had to have been like the second season that was airing. And I was like, Alex, there's this really famous show in America. It wasn't even popular.
It wasn't famous at all.
I was like, I'm going to write to them. And I wrote a novel, and I sent pictures of us like in bikinis and looking good. And
one bikini, one swim, my bathing suit.
Yeah. And so I was like, remember this show? I was like, they want to like interview us. And now he's 7 hours ahead because he's in Israel. And so like 2 weeks later, I was like, remember that interview? I was like, so we're going to fly to Canada and meet him. We're going to be on a TV show. And I don't know how we didn't run for the hills then, but that's literally what happened.
It's crazy how things work out. Like, are you so glad that you did the show? Do you have any regrets about doing any of it?
No regrets. I'm very used to it now. I kind of think now that she knew what she was doing from the get-go. You know, she went over there to hunt for her her ticket to reality TV.
I was gonna chime in here because I did watch an episode, I think a long time ago, and your dad made a funny comment. This is nothing against you, Alex, but your dad goes, "What do you say? There's 60 million men in America, and you can't find one here. You got to go." And I thought that was just hilarious. Nothing against you. You're a great guy and everything, but I just thought that was so funny because that's something my dad would say. He'd be like, "There's all these women here. You gotta go overseas to find one. Like, what's the big deal?" So yeah, I thought that was really funny.
It was tough at first. Yeah. It really was. They were like grilling him hard. I think still a little bit.
How do you guys get along with the in-laws and everything like that? Do you guys have a good relationship with each other's parents?
It's different now that we're parents and my parents are grandparents. So, I think there's that fine line of understanding who's the parent.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I actually can't really communicate with Alex's parents. So it's a blessing and a curse. So
mostly a blessing. And really talk to her parents, so it's so good.
Oh, if our parents could communicate, it would be a nightmare.
Oh, really? So the language barrier, obviously, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, Alex's parents, they speak mostly Russian, Ukrainian, and they think I speak Hebrew, and I don't speak Hebrew.
They speak Hebrew too, and when they try to talk to her, for some reason they switch to Hebrew, which is their second language, just because they feel like she will understand it, but she doesn't understand it either. So it's just all.
This episode of When Reality Hits is brought to you by AG1. They're on a mission to empower people to take ownership of their health with a simple daily habit. AG1 is the all-in-one formula and makes it easy for us to cover our nutritional bases every day. Every scoop is packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food source ingredients of the highest quality. I absolutely love this stuff. When you're on the go, it's so easy to make a quick shake. I mean, I love them. I really do. I use them all the time. And it gives us major benefits like gut and mood support, boosted energy, and even healthier-looking skin, hair, and nails.
Again, I love the mood support for Jax. I'm all for that.
And the boosted energy, because we all need that. If you definitely need a break from coffee, this is the way to go. AG1 was designed with ease in mind so you can live healthier and better without having to do a lot. So I take a bunch of different things where you can just mix 1 scoop of powder in water once a day. I do this once a day right after I get home from the gym. It kind of gives me a kickstart after my hard workout.
Yes. If you want to take ownership of your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase.
Wait, free 1-year supply?
Heck
Vitamins are
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
They're giving you a free year? Wow.
You're welcome, guys. Make sure you check it out. Go to drinkag1.com/realityhits. That's drinkag1.com/realityhits. Check them out. I got to bring up something because we all know that Scandival took the world by storm recently. It was the biggest thing that everybody was talking about.
Scandival, the people we met at the end of the year.
That was actually what I was going to bring. I love that he didn't even know what we were talking about. That is hilarious.
This is what we're getting into.
But I got to bring up because you guys won the MTV Award for Best Couple, beating Tom and Ariana.
Could you imagine if they would have won?
Yeah.
I can't. I will tell you, we met them. So I was so pregnant with Ari, and I was totally like fangirling over people, right? And so I went up to them and like other people too, and I introduced myself, and I was like, I love you guys. You're so amazing. Ariana, you're amazing. And he like looked at me like with disgust, and I was like, bro, you're wearing last season Prada shoes. Don't even. I was so.
Oh, I remember the big white shoes.
Yes, the white outfit with the black Prada platform. But he looked at me like with disgust, and I was like, if only.
Right.
You could have all this.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm sure Ariana
he thinks very highly of himself, let me tell you.
Yeah.
He thinks very highly of himself.
Gross.
Yeah, he's an interesting individual, that's for sure.
And you were right about him the whole time.
I've always been right. I'm very, very rarely wrong.
Oh, that's his favorite line right now, and it's driving me crazy.
I think I'm going to make that a merch shirt.
Gosh.
I'm never wrong.
And then everything he wants to turn into a merch shirt, too. I'm like, golly.
Literally, Alex is always right.
I'm always right. It's a curse sometimes.
It is a curse.
It's a big curse.
It is. Sometimes you just got to shake your head and be like, I told you. And then people come like, I told you.
So not only did you guys do 90 Day Fiancé, you also had your After the 90 Days with Loren and Alexei, and then you also did Pillow Talk. And Jax and I loved Pillow Talk, and we would always say, we wish we could do this.
I'm like, this is such a cool job. You basically get to, sit in bed and work, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'm like, God, how?
Dream.
Yeah. It was awesome. I'm like, man, they should figure out a way to do this well.
We finally got to do our Peacock show, which was like so much like Pillow Talk. So I know like how fun. Like, did you guys have so much fun doing it? Because it's basically like you just go downstairs and you get to talk crap on other people.
It's the best because, what you just said, you get to go downstairs and work, and you get to talk about other people, and guess what? Nobody's talking about you back. So you just get to grill about them, and you're not going to get anything in return, which is nice.
It's really every girl's dream. It's so true. Like, first off, we really do film in our bed, by the way. A lot of people ask that. That's our bed. And you get to eat and drink and bash people, and it's accepted because people are on the other screen. They're like, oh my God, I feel the same way. Like, it's literally every girl's dream.
Yeah.
And we still do it. Like, we love it.
Yeah.
My only problem with it is that I have to hide my feet all the time. So I have to on an angle. Otherwise, my foot is blocking the whole screen.
He's very big on the fun.
And it's not comfortable. I'm sitting sideways.
That's a hilarious thought because we did ours on a couch, so we didn't really have to think about that. But I get that.
We had our kid running around a little bit and our dogs. What's that?
He's big in the feet world. They love his feet. It's so great.
OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. Start your OnlyFans feet page.
I was telling Brittany the same thing. I know people that are making like tons of money on that. I'm like, Brittany, start a page. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't care.
WikiFeet give me
a 7 out of 5.
Yeah, I had a higher score than the highest score.
That's good. Yeah, make some extra money doing it. Why not?
Jax has an Instagram that's dedicated just to his hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's really weird. But you know what? Hey, if you want to pay me for it, sure. I'll use that money, go on vacation because of our feet and hands. Why not?
Yeah,
people like what they like.
Yeah. We live in a crazy world. If you want to throw money around for people's feet, by all means,
go for it.
I don't care.
Alex, I'm gonna pimp your feet out.
I know. That's what I told Brittany. I go, I don't care. I know that we're married. Throw those feet on there. I don't care. Sure. Men are going to pay you to look at your feet. I'm all here for it.
When did this NFT start? I created like 3 NFTs of our feet. I put it on OpenSea and I tried to sell them, but nobody bought them.
Oh yeah, there was that girl on I think it was a 90 Day Fiancé that was like selling her farts in a jar.
And then ended up in the hospital from it. Like
stomach something.
She was actually doing it? It wasn't like a real...
Yeah, holding her farts, saving them for like to sell it, and then she messed up.
She messed up her, like, she was hospitalized. Like, it's just people will buy anything.
She was hospitalized for holding her farts in. Jax, you always tell me that you have to let them out because you don't want a sour stomach.
Because you'll get a sore stomach. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to hold it in. I got a sore stomach. I'm not going to get a sore stomach for a girl. I'm going to let it go. I'm like,
I'm going to get a sore stomach, that's for sure.
I'm not going to get a sore stomach.
I must have missed that episode where she was hospitalized. That was news to me.
I mean, now I guess we're talking about, what was her name, by the way?
Yeah, what was her name? Do you guys remember?
Stephanie.
Okay, so out of all the couples on 90 Day Fiancé, who is your favorite couple? Who do you guys relate to the most?
Or it doesn't even have to be who you relate to. Just who do you like the most?
Who do you like the most? Yeah.
It's hard because, like we said, we don't really watch us. And we don't. It's also past our bedtime. I would say I relate to the most is Libby and Andre. We're friendly with them.
Yeah.
Also, Libby and I are very much alike, and Alex and Andre are kind of from the same part of the world.
Right.
Kind of, yes.
And both, macho men.
Yeah. I like them too. I do like them too. I do. I like them too. I also
their family's cray-cray in the best way.
Brittany likes the guy that works on the oil rig. The blonde girl.
Jovi.
Oh, yeah.
Jovi and, Brittany likes them. I think she just likes her outfit.
I like her, the way she
likes
dresses.
her handbags and her outfits.
But I like the way, I think she's just funny. I think she's so funny. Like the way that she handles him and stuff, she just cracks me up. But we just love the show.
Yeah, we do. I know. We're fangirl. And we also got to hang out with Angela one night. We met her at a hotel one night, and she's an interesting character, let me tell you. Angela she just needs her own thing. She is, I just want to see her just in the day. I just want to watch her.
I feel like, so with Angela, I feel like she's got such a big heart. She's definitely somebody you want on your side.
Yeah.
But I'm so terrified of her at the same time. You know what I mean?
She is like a runaway train. Like she is like a hot mess, but she's just so much fun to be around.
Yeah,
she does have a big heart, and she's so sweet. She was nice to my son, and she was talking about how she loves kids and she takes care of her kids, but she is she's a hot mess express.
She stays in her lane.
Yeah.
But you know what? She is reality TV gold.
She is. She is reality TV gold. I'm sure.
What did you say, Alex? I couldn't hear you.
Without the is, just she's special.
I gotta think that TLC just loves her.
Oh gosh,
they just gotta love her because you never know what you're getting out of her.
What about your least favorite couple? Can you share that? Do you have anybody that you don't get along with?
I know there's one, Loren. I know it. I know who you're exactly like my wife. You're very similar, so I know it.
Loathe him.
Big Ed. She doesn't like Big Ed.
I don't like him either.
Also, no, from way back in the day, who blocked me on Instagram for no reason.
Chantel and Pedro. She doesn't like them either.
Oh, Chantel. I don't like her either. I don't like him either.
We met them at a tell-all, and this is when she was training to be a nurse. And I have Tourette syndrome, and she was like, "Your disease." I'm like, I am not contagious, honey.
That's it. Since then, she wouldn't let go. She wouldn't let go.
I'm doing
I don't think that's the reason, though. That's just she misspoke. She misspoke.
I know, but you know how people just rub you the wrong way. I just don't like. Those are two people that I don't have no interest in meeting. He's weird.
Big Ed looks like Randall, Lala's old Lala's ex-fiance.
Very similar. They're both the same.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google Randall.
Yeah, he's the most insecure human being on the planet. Like that guy.
Ed, he's also like not though at the same time. Like he's so insecure, but not at the same time. Like just not a fan, and I think everybody's well aware of it.
Yeah,
just like Randall, not a fan.
Yeah,
we're over that. If you love meal options, then you have to check out Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Treat yourself to over 30 weekly restaurant-quality options like bruschetta shrimp risotto, green goddess chicken, and grilled steakhouse filet mignon, ready in just 2 minutes. We are obsessed with the Factor meals. They are so delicious. They are so easy. You just pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and they are like chef-prepared meals that are so good. I had this like chicken lime, or forget exactly which one it was, but it was so good the other day.
Pork chop is delicious.
Oh my gosh. Filet mignon.
I mean, I eat probably 3 to 4 a day.
They're so good.
I feel like we need to start ordering more.
They have lunch to go meals like grain bowls and salad toppers, calorie smart meals with around 550 calories per serving, protein plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving, and even vegan and veggie options. They have tons of add-ons, including breakfast items like their apple cinnamon pancakes, bacon and cheddar egg bites, potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillet.
You gotta try
delicious.
The bacon cheddar egg bites.
Yeah, they are so good. Everything I've had is delicious. Head to factormeals.com/realityhits50 and use code realityhits50 to get 50% off. That's code realityhits50 at factormeals.com/realityhits50 to get 50% off. They're so delicious. I'm not even kidding.
What's something you can tell us that nobody knows about the show, whether it's your show or just 90 Day in general? What's something that it's like that nobody knows about?
From our show, This is very true. I actually don't remember my hospital stays at all. I was so drugged, and I remember seeing the crew like 2 weeks later and be like, guys, how are you? I haven't seen. They're like, we were in your room. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, you were like fully talking to the CEO of the hospital and like asking him for Doritos and Dr. Pepper. And like, we couldn't even use what you were saying because you wouldn't stop chomping. Like to this day, I thought they were pranking me, and they were like, no, we have pictures.
Oh my God. So were the cameras, is this for your pregnancy?
This was during,
was the cameras in the room, like filming everything? Like everything, your world was wide open?
I was filming most of it, and then they would sneak in one because we were.
One was like my cousin or something.
Yeah, we would say that this guy is my cousin, and he's coming to visit, and then he would come in with that Osmo. What do you call that?
Oh yeah, the Osmo camera. Yeah.
Film some stuff.
I don't remember.
Don't mind this crazy guy. He's just filming my vagina. No big deal.
And also, what people.
I know we switched visitors. Remember, it was one at a time.
But also, what people don't know, I think in general about reality TV, is that there are hours that go into filming.
Oh yeah.
And like you literally see 30 seconds of it.
Mm-hmm. I say this all the time.
You know, one scene takes 3 hours, and then there's a 30-second, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like people also think that it happens in real time.
Yeah, right, I know. And then people judge you over like that little time that they see on the show, or like you guys have your kids on the show, obviously. Do you get bothered by people trying to give you like parenting advice, or like how do you deal with that?
She's so sensitive with this stuff.
This is where you and I can relate, because so I used to get very...
Hold on, let me finish. In the end of the day, her, being so sensitive to that does affect her parenting, and that's the problem. These people who don't know nothing about nothing should not affect how you actually parent. You can be moody or upset about whatever they said, but don't let it affect how you parent.
I love when...
It's a lot easier said than done.
I know, but
I say the same thing to Brittany all the time, and I don't mean to cut you off. I say the same thing. They're like, stop reading the comments, stop diving into those damn social media holes that you go into. You're doing a great job. Do you? Don't worry about what Tim from Ohio says. Who are you? Yeah,
you guys are really incredible parents. You're doing amazing, and it's true. Like I used to read the comments and now I really don't. But then there's always like that one and you're like, and it's like a mom of 4 and you're like, wait, you're telling me? Like when I pierced Ari's ears, oh my God, it was the end of the world. As if people don't do it all the time. But you guys are really incredible parents. Your son is so happy all the time. And I think that shows in your parenting.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
You guys are too.
It's you know what? There'll be like 1,000 great comments, and then there'll be that one, and you're like, why am I hung up on this fucking comment with a guy with 3 followers?
Alex.
Yeah, the thing is, okay, you read it, you get upset, but don't let it affect how you project to others.
And no, it's easy for you and I to say, but these girls it's a whole different
Alex
ballgame.
has slept on the couch multiple times because I got mad at a comment.
I do the same thing. That's where my overthinking comes in too. Like if I see a bad comment, it can affect my entire day. And I don't want to be like that, but I feel like I try to be such a positive person majority of the time. So when people are just being mean for no reason, I just don't understand it. And it just can rub me the wrong way sometimes. And
this kind of goes into my next question. What do you think the biggest misconception about 90 Day Fiancé is? Like, do people come at you and say, what's the biggest misconception?
Is that they think that we meet and get married within 90 days. Like that the production bring in the person and make them meet. Everybody thinks that we just met for the first time, like the married at first sight. That's the thing. Everybody thinks it's married at first sight.
Right.
Wow, yeah.
Do you think it's changed because the show has got so popular and now I'm seeing the new couples and the couples are extremely attractive. They're attractive couples. So do you think now that it's changed and now people just want to be on TV and they're just being like, okay, whatever now? It's different now.
Nowadays,
And you know what else I noticed?
Nobody knew about the show. Nobody knew about the show, so they didn't try to be on it.
You want to ride that 15 minutes of fame as much as you can, but then, there are people who are smarter who, ride it for 15 years.
Yeah.
And we're going on 10 years.
Yeah. Same here. And I always tell people about reality. Reality is just a foundation. It's gonna end one of these days. You got to use that and build other businesses. I always use the Michael Jordan thing. Michael Jordan made money through basketball. He didn't make that much. Where he made his money is Nike, Gatorade, Air Jordan, Jumpman. That's where he made his millions. So
smart.
I always use that.
You got to be smart. You got to be grounded. You got to be humble. You got to understand that you are just another person. You are not a trained actor. You don't have.
Like Alex works a full-time job.
I worked 9 to 5 for 7 years. That's another huge misconception. Maybe you can break it because everybody tells me, get off your ass, you bum, and find a job. And nobody knows that I've been working for 7 years.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I hate when people are like, how do you make money? Or what do you do? Like,
influencer's not a job.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like, well, I make money.
Yeah. I mean, I think we live pretty well being influencers. I don't know about you, but
influencer is actually one of the hardest jobs, especially at our age. Like I'm 35. Alex will be 35. I know you guys are around the same age range, but we're competing with girls who are in their 20s. First off, I don't have time to filter or Photoshop. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
And I think that's what actually makes us relatable. And also gives people the platform to hate on us more because they relate to us at the same time.
Yeah. I've actually been lately getting so many people saying that I'm photoshopping my photos, and it's driving me insane. Because
don't you love that we're on Ozempic?
Yeah, I know.
Lost journey.
It's like I worked so hard, and I did Jenny Craig, and that was a whole nother thing. Like whenever I did Jenny Craig,
we both did it.
Yeah,
we both did it.
I lost 45 pounds just on Jenny Craig alone. Like I lost 30 pounds before I started Jenny Craig, and then I lost 40 pounds on Jenny Craig because I gained so much weight when I was pregnant. But it would make me so mad when people try to act like I didn't really work for it. That's so annoying to me.
The same exact thing. I was the biggest I was with Ari. I looked the tiniest because I was narrow, but after before I started Jenny Craig, I lost about 20 pounds. And then on Jenny Craig, I lost another 20 pounds. And people are like, you dropped weight so fast. You're definitely doing Ozempic. No, it works. Just be a normal person.
And Jenny Craig worked so good. I'm so sad that they closed down. That really made me sad.
I know.
I was eating that stuff also.
So was I. Yeah. I was calling. I'm like, Brittany said, get more protein shakes, get more of these. I loved it. I was eating it. I didn't eat it the right way. I would douse ketchup. I put ketchup on A1 sauce on it all. I wasn't eating it right, but I liked the food for the most part. Yeah. It was good. It really was.
I remember texting Brittany and being like, "Is it hard at first?" And you were like, "The first week, but you've got this. You got this." Like, I think we're all very relatable in the sense that Alex and Jax are always right, and Brittany and I are not on Ozempic. I went through Jenny Craig.
Yeah, I mean, I worked hard on that thing. I lost 10 pounds a month for like my first 3 months. Like I was like so strict on it. And
she was like the first week. She was like, I can't wait till 3 o'clock that I get my little ice cream, and then I'm like. Meanwhile, I'm eating bags of chips, and I'm eating
in front of me.
I'm eating in front of me. I'm like,
it's hard. No.
It is hard. I like
because you feel bad. And then you want to hide what you eat.
Oh, I had
at the same time. For me, at least, I felt very, very proud of her when she was doing it because she was strict as well.
Yeah, she was too. I had my own stash in the garage. I had a snack cupboard that I would like cookies and Hostess cakes and everything. And she's like, "Why are you in the garage all the time?" I'm like, "Because I was eating my snacks."
Yeah, I found them one day and was like, "What the heck?"
I can't reach it.
Yes, mine were just upstairs. She didn't get it.
She'd be catching me in the garage, like, "What are you doing?"
He's like eating a moon pie.
I'm like moon pies and cookies and shoving him, walking back in the house with my mouth full and drinking a Coca-Cola. I'm like
ordering McDonald's right in front of me. Like, I was so pissed off.
I would sit out in the driveway and eat McDonald's because I wouldn't go in the house because she would see it. So she would get in the car and be like, "Why is there French fries in here?" I'm like, "Oh, shit, I forgot to."
He's like, "I forgot to throw it away before you got in the car." I was like, crap.
Housewives, Bravo, dating, motherhood. It's all just one big party in my book. So raise a glass and join us for Turtle Time.
Okay, if you haven't figured it out, that's Ramona Singer. And I'm Avery Singer. And you probably know us best from The Real Housewives of New York. And Turtle Time is actually our new podcast.
Avery, I am so excited to be doing this with you.
I'm so excited too. And now we're inviting you to Turtle Time.
We'll have some fun and learn something, even if it's just the latest Housewives tea.
So follow, rate, and review Turtle Time now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Want to see something really scary? Check out Be Very Afraid,
a horror podcast where I, Gabby Rapp, and my co-host,
Brian Liberty,
discuss, dissect, and deconstruct the scariest scenes ever filmed.
Every Tuesday, we're covering a new film or TV show, talking about familiar favorites, new releases, and deep cuts.
From Beetlejuice to Barbarian,
funny games to Fright Night,
Motel Hell to Midnight Mass,
and everything in between.
Be Very Afraid episodes released every Tuesday on PodcastOne
or wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you deal with the haters and trolls on social media?
I mean,
because I know with reality TV, we get it worse than like an actor would get because I think that people relate to us more, like we were saying earlier, and like we're in their living rooms. You know what I mean? Like,
and I also think too, just people are keyboard warriors. The same person that gives you a negative comment is the same person that's going to run up and ask for a picture.
Yep. But how do you guys specifically deal with like trolls? Do you block everybody? Do you like
Alex does. I used to block. Now I just don't care. Alex doesn't really care at all. But for me, I'm a human being, right? I'm on reality TV. I'm an influencer. We as a couple chose to put our lives out there, right? But the reality is we still have feelings and emotions. And there have been plenty of times where I have gone and cried. I've closed the door. I've gone in the shower and I've cried because people are cruel. Keyboard warriors are so mean. And just when you think you like can go back at them, they come back at you even worse. And it's like, God, fuck you.
I
know. You're just annoying me now, you know?
And it's always the person with like 10 followers.
Or somebody who's got like positive vibes or like something like that in their bio. And then you're like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, God
but
first.
You're right. They're the first to watch. They're the first to watch, and they're the first ones that are going to be like, oh my God, you're my favorite.
Yeah. Probably listening to our podcast right now, too.
I always say,
haters.
Hey.
They always say when they stop talking about you is when you should worry. That's what I was always told. When they stop talking about you is when you worry. So
especially in what we do, I guess.
So if they're talking about you, you're doing something right.
I think it's easier for people to hate on us than on like actors because they do think that they know us as people. Nobody knows the actors. Nobody knows how Johnny Depp is really. He's playing these roles, but we're
real.
He's not really a pirate.
Kind of just to go back into what you were saying before, like we filmed for hours and hours and hours, like you said, and I used to get all the hate. I'm like, Jax, you're crazy, you're a nut job, you go off, because we would film for hours and hours and hours, right? And we would have, for instance, if Brittany and I would get in an argument, they're only going to get to the point of where I went crazy. Okay, they didn't see how the fight started, they didn't see how it ended, they just see me going, rah! And they're like, well, that guy's crazy. Well, you didn't see the beginning. We filmed for 5 hours that day.
You are crazy, though.
I am crazy a lot of times, but
there's no connection to the scenes all the time. It's not just only about the whole thing. It can be, for me, for example, I always film before work, on my lunch break, or after work.
Wow,
the weekend is after my 9 to 5, 40 hours. So then on the weekend I'm filming.
What do you do? Do you mind telling us what you do for your job?
I'm a distribution center manager for a watch company.
Oh, okay.
Invicta, right?
7 years.
7 years, and
Invicta. I just bought my first designer watch. I don't buy myself anything. I shop at Walmart. So, but I literally bought myself something because I thought, I'm going to pass this down to my son. So I bought my first Breitling, and I was just excited. My first nice piece of thing. Like I said, Brittany does her shopping and all this, but I shop at Walmart. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spoil myself a little bit. I'm going to get myself something nice. And I thought, you know what? This is something that I can pass down, and watches appreciate in value. So I'm like, this is something that,
Although I came home with Christian Dior shoes, and he went crazy on me.
She has a handbag problem, and she came home the other day with 2 things of Christian Dior shoes, and I was like,
it's an investment.
Yes, right? And you have a daughter now, so she can have all that stuff down the road,
You know what? I'm really doing her a favor.
Yeah.
So I'm also doing her future husband a favor, or my son's girlfriends or wives' favor.
Yes, she is.
And I always tell her, I'm like, the days of disposable income are over. We are married now. We have kids. We got to put kids through college. Can you not buy a Dior handbag on a Tuesday?
It was Dior shoes, okay, not handbag.
If it was on sale and if it fits you, do it. But you know what? Speaking of kids and finances, we were just having a conversation. Going from 2 to 3 kids financially.
Also financially.
But aside from being wild in itself, going from 2, we had a 1.3 under 3, and now we have 3 and under. And aside from all the craziness and totally being outnumbered, financially, that is.
Yeah, forget about college. Talk daycare. 3.
No. My buddy just had twins, and he's got 3 under 2.
Yeah, because he has
I just want to know your diaper bill. What's your diaper bill a month?
Oh my God, forget it.
I don't know, but daycare I know.
Also, our boys eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's gonna come soon.
Yeah, wait till they're teenagers.
Oh,
whoa.
Yeah.
They're gonna be eating everything.
A lot cheaper. A handbag will look a lot cheaper.
Exactly.
That's right.
You're right.
See?
You're right.
Let me get all my handbags now while I still can.
I mean, they're gonna know you by first name at Costco.
Instacart. I have shipped. I have my
Instagram. You gotta start driving. That's it.
Ari's starting, daycare soon, so I'll be able to go to the store finally.
Oh, that'll be nice for you.
I don't even like going to the store. I love my Amazon Instacart stuff. I do that. I do that almost every time I buy groceries, don't I?
Between that and our lately we've been using these factor meals that we love. We use those in the Instacart. We don't really leave the house anymore, and we're homebodies. We don't like to leave the house. We have our dream house. We're very fortunate. We have our dream home, and we don't like to leave. We have our pool. We have our just.
We're becoming too much of hermits.
We are. We become hermits after COVID.
Yeah, I think after COVID, we just didn't really go out as much, and then we just stayed at home.
Like you, Loren.
And then you had a son.
Yeah.
And then you become parents, and when you become a parent, maybe I'm speaking just for me. But when I became a parent, I realized how many people I don't like, and my circle has just gotten so small.
Yes,
and that's my choice. I would rather spend my time with people.
That's just what happens when you get older, honey.
When I get older,
yeah, I find the same thing. I don't have any time for my single friend. I don't really have any single friends anymore. You either have kids or you're married or you're not. I really don't have any. I have nothing in common with them. I kind of lost all them, and I'm the same as you when it comes to anxiety. I am the most. Before COVID, I was the most outgoing person. I could go to the bar by myself. I can travel by myself. Now after COVID, I've got so much anxiety. I don't want to leave the house. I'm terrible socially. I have to get back into it and find my old self because COVID really messed with me, and I didn't really realize it until after COVID what it did to me. Like you were going out and I'm like, I don't want to be out in public. I don't even know how to be social. And that wasn't me. And it kind of hurt me. I'm like, God, this is who I am. This is why people like me, because I'm social.
A lot of it also depends on where you were during COVID. Because over here, honestly, it was not the same.
Right.
LA or other places where there was such a huge.
Everybody came here without masks and this and that, and everybody's outside.
Got affected so bad. Over here, nobody.
Oh, LA was insane. Like we could not do anything. You had to show your vaccine cards anywhere you went. Like it was not in Kentucky either, where I'm from.
My company was closed for a week and a half. That's it. When the first close happened, a week and a half after that. And
we had 2 out of 3 COVID babies.
Wow.
So we were like adjusting to that as well.
The third one was COVID too.
Ari, what do you mean?
Was COVID still?
She was born on our anniversary.
Oh, wow. That's sweet.
She was made during COVID, born on our anniversary.
That's so sweet that she was born on your anniversry. That's special.
I was so upset.
Oh, you were?
Well, it takes away from my anniversary a little. It's like having your birthday on Christmas.
Came at 11:40 p.m. I was like, "Can you just wait 20 minutes?"
You're like, "This is my day to celebrate." I think it's special.
Wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we're gonna swap our anniversary now to the other one where we did the party in Israel. So then
we kind of did the same thing. Our anniversary was a couple weeks ago. Haven't celebrated that. We haven't gone on our honeymoon yet. We're still trying to take our honeymoon. We've been married for 4 years.
It's because we were filming Vanderpump Rules during our wedding was on Vanderpump Rules, so it wasn't like we could go on a honeymoon because we still had the half of the season to film.
Yeah.
So, and you also don't want them to follow you.
No. And like I said, it's so hard to talk to because you have 3 kids and we have 1, but now we have a child. It's like we planned our anniversary and then it was like stuff comes up and it's just like, we don't just order in. You know how many times? So we did have it. I'm jumping all over the place. We did have a date night. And I remember we were going out. We were so excited for our date night, right? We got all dressed up. We were ready. We're like, let's go to Hollywood. Let's get in. No, we were so excited. We got the babysitter all lined up. We're stoked. We're getting lined up. I'm going to get sexy. We're going to be Hollywood. We get out. We lasted about.
Baby number 2.
We lasted about an hour. We're like, do you want to go home? I'm like, yeah, let's just go home and order food.
Either we don't last long or we're just like, I don't feel like going anymore.
Yeah. After you get all ready, she's like, do you want to go anymore? Let's just order food and sit on the couch. I'm like, yes.
I love that.
We sound so fun.
I know.
I'm the same way, bro.
I started going back now. I don't know. I kind of want to go out and party. I like that for a while, and now in the last, couple of months, I feel like since Ari is bigger and then everything is...
No, but you found a good sitter.
Yeah.
No, so you are going back to you also.
I can drink.
Yeah.
All of this stuff for 4 years. Imagine 4 years. She was either...
pregnant or not. Yeah. I guess this gets it kind of into my next question about your.
I know. Oh,
it's okay. Poor baby.
I guess this kind of gets into my next question about help. I mean, we just recently found ourselves a sitter too / nanny / house cleaner, it's hard, and you don't want to share them anybody, and you don't want them to tell, so we have events or parties at our house, and we kind of keep our nanny hidden because we don't want our friends to steal her. They do that. They do. There's nanny stealers out there.
There's nanny stealers.
I literally book my sitter a month in advance. So Alex and I are like, all right, we've got to go on this date night. She's booked. That's it. We got to go.
Right. Yeah. And I guess that gets into the next thing we were going to bring up. How important to you guys is date nights? How important is it?
Like one-on-one.
Date night on a scale of 1 to 10 is definitely a 10. We go at least once a month out.
That's good.
We also travel 1 to 2 times a year, just the 2 of us. We're very lucky. My parents are close, so they will watch all 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very lucky.
But we go for a weekend, but we go out to dinner at least once a month because it's so important to kind of just let loose, let your hair down a little bit. And I would prefer the sitter the morning after, honestly.
Right.
It's important.
Yes, because the baby don't care if you're hungover. You still got to be a parent.
Yeah, I did that one time. One time I did that. I got really hammered. And I came home the next day and the baby's up, and oh shit! And he doesn't care if you're drunk or you're not. I gotta wake up.
6 a.m.
I think the next time we do this podcast, it needs to be in person.
Oh my gosh, Loren, we tried to meet up with each other 3 times, and one time I actually had COVID, so I couldn't meet up. I can't remember what happened.
Yeah,
and I actually got COVID that time, and I was like, crap.
Yeah, we definitely need to get together. I think we have a lot in common, and I think we would definitely have some fun together for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
heck
Absolutely.
yeah.
I definitely agree.
So I want to know, what would you tell our listeners? Like, what is your best parenting advice?
Whatever works for you, that's the right way. There's no right or wrong.
Love.
You can pierce your daughter's ears at 2 months.
Sometimes there's some.
Alex will say it's really important to just keep your kid like breathing for the first year, right? Make sure the kid survives the first year, right? Yeah. But it's okay to pierce your daughter's ears at 2 months. It's okay to introduce them to foods when you think they're ready. Like, whatever works for you and your family, that's it. It is what it is. Like,
I love that.
I've had people literally tell me, I used to walk at the mall because like AC, air conditioning and like sales. So I would go with Ari. And somebody once told me, because she was having such a tantrum, she just had a meltdown. She was a baby, like 6 months old. Somebody said, if you can't control your child, then you shouldn't bring them out.
Said that to your face, like to you?
Mm-hmm. Like, I was walking.
There's a lot of perfect people in the world, isn't there?
I was walking like in circles, just trying to like calm her down.
Yeah.
It's a pretty stuck-up mall she goes to.
I was doing like what worked for me. I was trying to hold her, feed her, whatever. And she's a baby, right? We've all been babies. And I was flabbergasted when that happened. But that's my advice, is don't read the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I'm just take my own advice. Don't read the comments and just.
That's my advice.
Alex is always right. That's my advice.
Except after a couple cocktails, sometimes that social media gets real, especially if she comes home a little bit tipsy, she dives right into the comments.
And I don't even mean to. It just like happens. I don't know why. Alex, what about you? Yeah, it's like hard not to do it. Alex, what about you? What would you say would be your best parenting advice?
I mean, I don't know. Trust your instincts.
Yeah.
If your instinct says, do it, do it. If not, not. And that's it.
That's good advice.
So are you guys planning on, you're in Florida, right? Are you in the Miami area?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys plan on staying there? I know one time we talked, you guys were thinking about moving or whatever, but are you guys thinking about that still, or are you staying in Florida? I'm jealous. First of all, I just want to say Florida is my favorite place in the entire world.
He loves Florida.
Florida so much.
She's like, oh.
I love it. I love water parks. I love chain restaurants. I love Disney. That's where I want to be.
He wants to be in Orlando.
I'm like, the beach isn't even there. I just want to be at the fried food chain restaurants and water parks. That's all I want.
I will say this. Florida is a great place to raise a family. Mm-hmm. Do I see us staying here forever? No. But for now,
yeah.
Where do you guys plan on going? Or what's the ideal place that you guys want to go?
I think I just have kind of spilled this already. I feel like I already, I know
seasons.
I know Florida. Like, I moved here from Israel, and I learned what is Florida, which is not exactly the same as the rest of the states.
Right.
And I feel like over here we conquered.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know. I want another step. I want to learn something new and new.
Or a boat.
Wow. Yeah.
And would you ever go back to where you're from?
Israel.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Would you do that?
Lauren?
We would love to when they're a little older, though, so they can like understand it more.
Yeah.
Right.
But they have to be walking and talking and be able to communicate.
Yeah, otherwise it's like wasted time, because if I take this baby there right now, she's not going to remember anything. I'm not going to stay there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely something that is not off the table with us, and we've been talking a lot about. But first, we just need to get out of this condo. We've outgrown it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Buying our house was like the best thing ever for us.
Yeah. It was a dream, especially just like you said, you outgrow it, right? And once you get your own house, it's just nice. It's like your own thing. So I understand what that's like. How's shopping? Are you guys in the process of that?
Damn expensive.
It's right. Crazy. The market is crazy. It's flooded.
Our prices are as high as your prices.
I know.
Right now.
It never used to be like that, but now everybody had the same idea. Let's all. Once the COVID happened, everybody bounced to Florida. And now now the housing markets went crazy. Now it's might as well just stay here.
A lot of the interest rates are too high also. So altogether, the prices and the interest is too high.
Life has come to adulting. You guys talking about interest rates and housing markets.
I know. It's like I would have never thought. First of all, I never thought I was going to get married. I never thought I was going to have dogs. I never thought I was going to have kids. And now I have all of that. And it's just crazy to me to think like these are the things I think about.
Alex, I know on the show you said you wanted 4 kids. Are you guys still feeling that, or are you done?
from day to day it changes. We kind of want them, but we can't have them right now. First of all, because of her physical thing, and second of all, we can't afford them, and third of all, she's gonna do like
I'm getting a mommy makeover.
You're doing a mommy makeover? Good for you.
Yeah.
Doing like an all natural mommy makeover with an amazing doctor down here. It's I'm doing a tummy tuck because my like abdomen muscle separated, and it's a lipo fat transfer into my boobies. So it's like a Whole Foods of mommy makeover.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
good
Alex.
for you. Good for you, because like we want to have another baby. We're actually going to start trying in like a month. So knock on wood. Jax is looking at me like, but we are.
We are. It came really fast. I go, I don't want my kids more than 2 years apart. And now my kid's 2 now. And I'm like, shit, it came fast.
Wild.
And I'm like, are we ready yet? I'm like, yeah.
But yeah, we are ready. I'm ready. I've got baby fever. I just was like holding my friend's twins yesterday, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they were just so cute. And I just like have baby fever so bad. So many of my friends are pregnant right now too. And like, I just love having friends be pregnant at the same time, you know?
I like that too. Just because we did it so back to back to back, this chapter is like gonna be over, and then what?
Yeah.
Like this is all I know. So I'm like so ready for another one, but I'd rather get the mommy makeover.
I'm excited
now.
for you. I'm happy
so
for you.
happy for you, and I definitely want to do that after I have my
Alex is ready to
kid.
get the boys.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We're going to go fishing. We got to go fishing, man. You and I got to go fishing
you guys,
one of these days.
Please come to LA, and like next time you're coming, let us know. We're definitely getting together.
For sure.
For sure, next time.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
man. Be
Alex.
safe. Take care.
I'm still here, so me and Ari are here.
We're almost done. We're wrapping up.
Yeah, I just want to ask, who wears the pants in the family as Alex is leaving?
I want to hear the right answer before I go.
Alex wears the shorts, I wear the pants.
There you go.
That's a really good saying. I like that. He wears the shorts, I wear the pants. I like that.
I also say that he wears the pants, but I'm the zipper or button, because you can't close those pants without a zipper or button or a zip tie or whatever, a waistband.
I like that.
It's a waistband.
I love it.
I like that.
All right, we'll end with this last question. If you had to do it all over again, what would you change?
Honestly, I don't think I would change anything. No. Alex and I talked about this. If we could go back, he would move to New York and live there for a little bit before coming down here. And we would travel a little bit more.
Before kids.
But other than that, before kids.
Yeah.
But we had a discussion about it, and then unbeknownst to us, I was pregnant with Shy. So if I think I speak for both of us when I say if we could redo it, we would live in New York for at least a year.
Yeah.
And travel more. Other than that, you know.
Very blessed life you guys got.
Yeah.
You know what? We are very lucky. I'm very thankful. I'm done having kids. The doctor was like, if you tell me you're pregnant, go to a different doctor. I'm not going to deal with you. He's like, no more for you. So I'm not going to push my luck. And I'm excited for this new chapter. I'm anxious to see all the hate that I'm going to get, though, or the mommy shaming for a mommy makeover.
Hey,
listen, you got to do
we'll
you.
regroup on that talk.
Yes, please let me know how you're feeling afterwards, because I've got stretch marks and loose skin from cruise. So like whenever I'm done having kids, I'm all for it. Like do whatever makes you feel comfortable. And why does it matter what other people like? Why do other people think that they can like comment about that? It's like your own body.
Because we're on social media.
Yeah.
Not only that, like how many people have friends that did mommy makeovers and it's okay, but like, oh, God forbid a reality star does it. Like I've documented my lifestyle change through Jenny Craig, working out. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Some things I just can't enhance by themselves. So
girl.
I decided to do it the right way and just kind of, I'm getting sucked and tucked.
Well, you're going to have to let me know how that goes. I'm interested in this Whole Foods mommy makeover.
Like, your body I'm repurposing my body. I had tried an IUD. My body rejected it. I got very sick. So I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to get implants. So I found an amazing doctor down here. He doesn't do implants. He only takes them out. And he does like fat sculpting, where he takes your body's fat and like sculpts your body. And
wow.
I'm very excited, and I'm down to my goal weight, so that's it.
Good for you, girl.
Your future, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said,
we need another one.
I love the fact that you're very open about your thing. We're very open about it too. I don't see there's any reason to not talk about it.
I got my boobs done on.
Yeah, we talk about it. Yeah, you almost want to silence the haters before they get there. Silence them right ahead of them. Yeah, I get work done. So what?
Yeah.
So what?
I think that's why you got so much hate on Vanderpump Rules. Like, I've watched for years. Okay, I admit I watched for years, and I feel like that's why you got a lot of hate, because you say what people are thinking and you're not scared to say it. You guys are not scared to fight on TV. You're not scared to show people this is the reality. Couples fight. People get drunk. We make stupid decisions in Mexico or not, but it is what it is, and the reality is everybody has problems and issues, but we just choose to share it. And I would do it all over again if given the opportunity. I love it.
Yeah, same.
And I love showing people. That's a misconception, is people think I'm not a real person and an influencer isn't a job. And I literally tell them, come do my job for 48 hours and you tell me how easy it is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Well, thank you
I know
much.
You got your hands full.
Yeah. And by the way, your kids are adorable. I feel like they look like they could be triplets. Like, they all look so much alike.
Really?
Yeah, they look a lot alike.
So I think Ari and Shai are twins. But Ari has Asher's personality.
Oh, well, they're adorable.
Alex has no idea how much trouble he's in.
Well, they are so cute.
Beautiful kids.
I can't wait to meet you guys in person. We absolutely adore your family, and we just love you guys.
Maybe we'll do a Virgin Voyage cruise together.
Yes.
That's what we should do. Our manager was just talking about that. He's whenever you're ready, that's what we should do. We should do it as a couple, the Virgin Voyage
That
cruise.
would be really fun.
That's a great idea.
We're planning another one next year in Europe.
Let us know when.
And a night.
Ooh, let us know
that
when.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, let us know. We're in.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening to When Reality Hits. Do you want to tell people where they can find you and Alex?
You can find us, catch up on our episodes on streaming apps, and then follow me on Instagram at Loren Brovarnik, and Alex is at Alex_Brovarnik. And then our kids also at the Brove Bunch.
Cute!
Oh, very cool.
I love it. Okay, thank you guys so much for being on today, and thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week on When Reality Hits.
Talk to you later.
Stream the biggest blockbusters this summer with Popcorn Summer Movies on Pluto TV. Indulge in hilarious rom-coms like The Backup Plan, or delve into award-winning dramas like Forrest Gump and Minari, with thousands of other free movies. Pluto TV has something for everyone. Available on live TV and on demand. Download Pluto TV on all your favorite devices and start streaming now.